Today we're going to be making fresh applesauce, and this came to me this weekend because we had gone apple picking with my family, and the apples were pretty small and a little bit on the mushy side. So we came home and looked up some recipes for making applesauce, and I'm going to share that with you today. What I'm doing is just peeling and dicing some of the apples up. You can make this in a small or a big batch as you want. And one of the things that I love about this type of recipe is you can just sort of put in the amount of ingredients that you want. So after I have the apples diced up a little bit, I'm just going to add them over to my pot and add a few more ingredients to get us going. What I had read online was just using a little bit of sugar and water in the apples, but as you know, I don't really love sugar, so I'm using a little agave, and my 2-year-old actually suggested, why don't we use a little maple syrup, Mom? I said, great, that sounds like a good idea. So I'm putting a little bit of maple syrup in, and then a little bit of cinnamon as well, and a little bit of water, and you can just put as much water as you want to sort of cover the apples and then boil it down. And then the key will be later on, after you boil it for probably about 20 minutes, maybe 25 minutes, you're going to feel the mushiness of the apple and you'll know that they're done. If it gets to be too dry on the bottom of the pan, you just add a little more water as you go. And it's as simple as that. You'll know the apples are done when they're mushy to press with your spoon. And then you can bring them over and put them in a pot or a bowl, and we're just going to mash them up. So I'm going to pour them into my bowl. And you can probably use a mixer or a fork if they're soft enough, but I'm using today a potato masher, and my kids love this. They were mashing away. So you can mash them as fine or as rough as you like. Once they're to the consistency that you like, then you just want to let it cool and have a taste. So here, I'm just going to dish them out. And you can let them cool on the counter. You can let them cool in the fridge. You can have them, you know, the next day. I sent my daughter to school with them the next day, and she loved them. And again, it's the kind of recipe you can season as you like. If you like cinnamon, heavy on the cinnamon. If you don't like cinnamon at all, skip it. Just make them as you would like. It's a great, healthy way to work with your kids to make something delicious and healthy in the kitchen. So I hope you enjoy your homemade applesauce. And for more tips and recipes, you can check out peekaboomom.com.